Hello, and I would like to have a look into my personal life and how I organize it using WorkFlowy. So let's go in there. I'm not quite sold particularly on how I have this organized. This is just how I have it currently. I've looked at a few other people online. I plan to look a little bit more to figure out different ways to organize this an even better route. But I thought I'd show you mine. So I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. At the bottom is Family Notes. So this one is a shared WorkFlowy with my wife. And so let's open up the sucker. And so got it organized into entertainment, church plans, house, rubrics, health, finance, family matters, and meal planning, and work. Now this isn't like my work one. This is mainly like my spouse's things I think of for her work, so it's kind of like an extra little area. Meal planning, this isn't quite off the ground just yet because we're using another app for that right now, but ideally we could put, I'm very forgetful, and so like to list out what we're eating is so helpful to me. So that's great. Or when we shop, we are crazy and go to 3 stores 4 times, and so we can break it down on what we need, where. WorkFlowy can make that really easy for us if we ever switch to WorkFlowy to do this. And then recipes, they're not on Airtable actually. It's live. We've moved them to Trello. But anyway, I have a base here, so one day we do this. And a trick here is forget for Kyle. What does my wife like to eat at different restaurants? Well, I've got it. What does she love at Subway? Oh, we want a meatball sub and a veggie. So boom, got it all listed out here in case I forget. I'm gonna be like, baby, I'll pick you up something. Bam, I know exactly what you wanted. It's nice, it's handy. So I'll keep this open, and when I'm going through the drive-through, I'll say, that's nice, it's handy. Family matters, so that's more of a future thing, not quite there yet. I don't know. And we haven't figured out how to do a genealogy on here yet. This is probably not the best way to do a genealogy. Anyway, but more on this later, I suppose. Finances, shared finances, things we want to get, figure out how to get them, just general notes for finances, retirement information. We got our budget link shortcut here, different accounts we have. Just kind of try to figure out, let me wrap my head around where we are, because a lot of people can talk about it, but then I just get nervous because I need to see it, and so writing it out in WorkFlowy helps me visualize what's going on. That, and of course spreadsheets help too. Health and medical, or like if we get sick, I like to jot it down just to be like keep a record of it, or like maybe we need to bring this up to the doctor, and so I'll write it in here. Same thing, this is just general information. Schedule and rubrics is pretty fun because, especially if you're a WorkFlowy junkie, then I've got different ways that I've used stuff, different rubrics and formulas. Like, I guess my routine is in here, and so like, okay, so every morning my goal is to drink water, wash a face, do a little bit of Fitbit coach, shower, dress, blah, blah, blah. And so try to do a routine, then I can change it and then keep it. You don't have to delete it. I can make a new one or go back to it or whatever. Or cleaning schedules. So like, okay, so every day we're going to unload the dishwasher, do the cat litter, blah blah blah. And so it's one my wife had made. Some other formulas like one you've probably heard of, Inbox Zero. This one's pretty cool. Formula to sleep better. Somebody else actually had this in a WorkFlowy and I copied and pasted it. So thank you for making that and adapting Craig's perfect day formula. Different stuff. So just schedules and rubrics. That doesn't have the details of, like, it's not I go here every day and work from here and check it all off. No, this is just the rubrics, the outline of how it works. So I actually use my calendar for my to-do list, not WorkFlowy. And house notes, so I don't know, like even little things in the house, like, you know, what are those air filters that I have in the house? You know, how big are they? Boom! If I'm at Walmart or wherever, I need to know. There it is. It's all there. It's weird. Car notes, what our cars are, what accounts, or if I need to log in to make a payment, I've got where to do that. I think on there. Long-term things. Our trash accounts tied with somebody else's, so I wrote that in here. Potential plans, things that I'm going to do with friends, like play Super Smash Bros, or date ideas that we like, or vacation ideas. Entertainment, movies to watch, our movies that we own that are on Airtable, books, things that you can do on Hey Google, quotes. I mentioned in the video that I like to save quotes, so this is ones from home. Games I have on Switch and other random games. That was handy because we had people coming over and I could just share this WorkFlowy with them, be like, hey, here is our list of games. And if it changes or whatever, I could totally just go in and change what kind of games. Like, oh, here's board games, you know. I didn't organize the rest of them into card games. I guess I could, but I was just like, here they are, you know, whatever. So yeah. Okay, so that's family notes. Let me go out of there and briefly finish up the rest of this. So unauthorized ideas are just random things like, wouldn't it be cool if there was an app that you could learn from your typos, you know? And so like with this keyboard, and every time you misspell something and it uses autocorrect, it keeps that in the app, and then it like brings up a game for you later with drills for those. I don't know. I thought that'd be nice. So that's like an unauthorized idea for me. Or something that for Ariel teaches, so like would it be cool if she had an assignment like this, you know, but I'm like, I'm still thinking on it. But I'll write it down. Parents, notes, things that kind of like a mini CRM from parents. You know, like dad's like, you know, when the time comes, I want you to play Swing Low, Swing Cherry. Like, oh, okay, great. Well, I'm going to log that away and not look at that for a while. But I have it in there. Some personal philosophies, doing a little whole lot makes a difference. Eventually I'm going to go through and explain what all these mean. I haven't finished those yet, but you know, when I'm old, I'm like, you know what, Sean, you know, this is what I'm going to read off every day to them. Money stuff, this is the personal side. I went over, we have a finance in here, but this is more just me, you know, like, so what are some Christmas gifts ideas? Or ways to earn some passive income, possibly. I don't know, maybe. Projects, these are personal projects, less organized, things I need to get done. You know, like cleaning the oven, you know, that needs to happen. It's kind of bad. Learning are either reading, watching, or whatever, but are educationally or professionally geared. And then I also have a fun reading and watching list too. But I definitely like them separated like this because when I just put, you know, if I bring read as one of the main categories, I've got like great stuff, you know, on, you know, Eat, Shoots, and Ladder, Videocracy, Content Rules, Art of War, yeah, great stuff. But then I also want to read some, you know, Honor's Vow, Lord of the Flies, I don't know, Maze Runner, something like that. So I separated them out. That way I could be like, wait, am I looking to do something fun or something to learn? So yeah, that's basically how I organized my personal life. Hope you gleaned something from it, and hopefully I will learn from other people who post similar videos and finding areas that maybe I'm missing. That would be nice to have tracked in my external brain that I call WorkFlowy.